Hi guys, this is Julia from Julia Christina Portrait Photography. We're outside Old Navy at an Alameda South Shore. Right now, I'm gonna have a short intro and discuss what to wear for a family photo shoot, and then we're gonna go inside and choose some outfits. So I hope you guys can tune in. I'm just outside because there's really loud music inside and I had to get some special approvals to go inside, and I don't want the managers to be upset with me. So this is just how things go. So first tip, choose your color palette. Choose 3 to 4 colors that look good together and start from there. How do you do that? Well, good question. Typically, I start with an outfit that I really like. So like, do you see the piece that I'm wearing? This is what I would call a main piece, and you could base all your colors off of the piece that I'm wearing. So I could wear this with some jeans, and your little girl could wear some pink, and another little girl can wear some purple, your husband could wear some blue and some blue jeans, things like that. Or the other way I pick outfits is know what looks good for your family. So my boys, actually all my family has beautiful blue eyes, so blues look really good for my family. So I start with blues and I go from there. So on a side note, today we're specifically talking about what to wear for family photos for California, to shoot on location in California. I'm going to refine this further by saying in grassy areas, green grass, dry grass, because everybody knows that we don't get a lot of rain right now in this time of year. So this is not for in studio. That's a completely different ball game. So when I say stuff like don't wear white, that doesn't refer to people in studio, specifically for my type of photography. And it also doesn't refer to, when I'm talking about what we're talking about here, I'm not talking about on the beach, sandy locations. We would do a little bit something different for that, and I'm happy to discuss that at a different time with you guys. So we need our outfits to be harmonious with the location that we're going to be at. And I've been posting over the past couple days with some families that had it really well put together with what they were wearing and their location. You want to look put together and nice, but you want to stand out for your location. But the whole idea is the subjects are the main, the people in the photo are the main subjects, not your outfits. You want your outfits to complement you and the people in the photo. You don't want them to take away, and you don't want them to be the main subject. So I try to stay away from matchy-matchy. And what I mean by matchy-matchy is everybody in a white shirt and everybody in blue jeans. Why do you want to stay away from that? I know it's easy. It just looks, I think it looks a little bit, and and there's a time and a place for that, and to each their own, but I feel like that just looks a little bit cheesy. And it's just so easy to do it a different way. And if you still like white and blue, there's a different way to do that. And I'm happy to discuss that with you. And for people that are doing photography with me, what to wear in their photos, I feel is a really big part of the photography. And I always include my what to wear blog. And I always say, in the blog it says, if you're having trouble with what to wear, text me your outfits and let's discuss, because this is really important. So the other thing is try to limit patterns. When I say try to limit patterns, so I'd love to see your viewers. See, I haven't done Facebook Live before. Type love to reveal comments and reactions. See, I don't even know how to... Anyway, it's only saying one person's viewing, but that's okay. People can view this at a different time. And I'm going to save this video and might even refine it further and post it. And I'm going to put this all in a blog post for later on, so that people coming to my portrait studio and my photography are able to see what I'm about and see how to dress. So, sorry, people are just passing by. So try to limit patterns. Why try to limit patterns? Because it can be distracting. But then Julia, you said you would wear what you're wearing. Yes, that's right. But that's one pattern. So one pattern's okay. Two patterns would depend. So if I was wearing this pattern and then my little girl was wearing a polka dot, but it was a really understated polka dot, that might be okay. You know, I know people would hate that answer. Are two patterns okay? Well, it depends. Are they two really loud patterns? No. Is one pattern louder and then the other one's understated? Possibly. That might be okay. So, I mean, we would have to discuss that, but I'm hoping by giving you these pointers this morning and then showing you a couple different possible outfits, you'll get more of an idea of what I'm talking about. So try to limit patterns. I don't want more than two patterns. Again, this can distract away from the subjects, and it's about the subjects, and the outfits you're trying to complement the subjects, not take away. Another thing is I always try to stay away from horizontal stripes. For women, they can just make you look larger, and then they can make the eye do funny things in images. So just try to stay away from horizontal stripes in general. Large floral patterns can be distracting, so try to stay away from those. Stick to simple florals, simple checkers, and I'll show you examples. So this top that I'm wearing right now, if I was the only one in a pattern and this was it, this would be okay. And then everybody else was in colors that were similar to this. So we had pinks, blues, yellows, purples, jeans, and maybe some khakis. That'd be quite nice for outfits. So even though we're limiting color patterns, this doesn't mean we need to limit textures, and this doesn't mean we need to limit layers. So textures will add like feeling to the image. So like if you have a blue dress for mom and it has some lace detail on it, awesome. If you have little boy has khaki pants and they have like some cargo pants on it, like some cargo pockets, wonderful. If mom has a big chunky necklace as an accessory, and like it, I mean obviously it sticks out, and it's a big texture, that's great. Oh, and on another side note, completely stay away from lettering on t-shirts, swag, Disney characters, outfits, on any type of outfit. We're looking for timeless images, and that does not lend itself to timeless at all. Feel free to add some accessories to your outfit. I was listening to someone the other day talk about, I've been researching what to wear, etc. And I think Tiffany said, always take off the last thing you put on. So, I mean, if mom has a necklace that ties in everybody's outfits, wonderful, or a scarf that ties in everybody's outfits. I'm specifically thinking of a family of 3, and she had a scarf that tied in everybody's colors that she had, and that was beautiful. It worked out really well. But you don't want to overdo it, as I said. You still want to add personality to your image. That's funny. People are waiting outside thinking that Old Navy's closed, and they're not. So you will still want to add personality to what you're wearing, because these are pictures about you, and your personal style still needs to come out. So, I mean, when I'm picking outfits today, these are just examples. Like I said, still pick the outfit first that you like the best. I mean, and moms, that might be for you, right? You might be the ones picking your outfit first because it's the one you feel the most comfortable in. And that's okay. Because that's what I do. Stay away from all black or all white clothing. Why? Because these are the colors that are lost on the color spectrum first. So all white will always be the brightest part of the image, and it will be what people look at first in the image, and you don't want it to be your shirt. You want it to be the subject's face. So just stay away from white. Instead of white, what about taupe? What about tan? Try not to come to my session in white, or just don't, please. There are always exceptions to the rule, and you might see some moms wearing white in my in-studio sessions, and that's totally different. And I do have some other sessions where people are wearing off-white, but like I said, there are always exceptions to the rule. So ask me before you wear white. And guys, for my sessions, I encourage you to text me and be like, this is what I'm wearing, what do you think? And I'll be like, no, or yeah, that looks really good, or how about you have too many patterns there, could we add a different piece to that? Or oh, everyone's wearing gray? Ugh, you guys are gonna just blend into the landscape and look really dull. That's up to you, but I would encourage you to add another color. So, I mean, that's some of the feedback that I would give you. What else? Just trying to, so I've written a bunch of notes out, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna write this all down in a blog post for you later. So don't be afraid of some color. Ooh, it smells like skunk. So today specifically, I'm gonna go through some outfits. I've already gone in there today and picked out some outfits that have some color. You want to add some pop to the images. You don't want them to be dull, and you don't want your faces to look dull. I think color in images just make them look good, honestly. Add contrast, etc. So I think color is always a good thing, but there's always a way of overdoing it. So we always want them to be in the same tonal range and look good together. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. So when I say color, I'm not saying bright red and neon yellow. How about maroon instead of red? How about mustard instead of yellow? So we're always seeking harmony among these colors. And then last but not least, don't forget your feet. Like, if you got this beautiful outfit on and then you just throw your dirty sneakers on, it's not going to look very good. And I mean, fair enough, there's lots of images that I don't have your feet in them, but there's also going to be some images where I do have your feet. And if you're all dressed up, I mean, you don't even have to be dressed up. You can be in a casual, everybody's in a casual outfit that looks really coordinated and really nice together, and then you have your dirty old sneakers on. It doesn't look very nice. So, okay, let's go and choose some outfits. And then at the end of this, guys, if you guys want to comment below with your email address or message me your email address, and I'm going to start booking some sessions.